will be hoping to go one step better than in 2009, as they have made it now into this final and will face off against the power of the Russian team in Ekaterinburg. So for Ekaterinburg, a storied name in European basketball, they could move into third all-time, level with rivals Spartak Moscow region as the highest Russian club. With their fourth title, they return 8 players from that 2016 championship. And they have 9 players on their roster that have won a EuroLeague title before, so they have that experience. But for Sopron, we know that they have the home court crowd. It was a fantastic performance from them in the semi-final game on Friday night. Deserved winners, and really, every time there's been an obstacle put in front of this Sopron team, they have jumped over it. And a lot of people thought they were the team that came here just to make up the numbers. But it has been anything but that. Now, these two teams did face off twice last year. They have yet to face this season, so it will be an intriguing battle and a repeat of the 3rd and 4th playoff in the 2009 EuroLeague Women Final Four. On that occasion, it was an 80-56 win for UMMC Ekaterinburg. That was year 2 for them of an 11-year stretch now for Ekaterinburg, where they have made the Final Four. Well, they said they haven't played this year. They did play twice last season. Both of those victories for Ekaterinburg, 82-61, 82-56. The other game as well, and on both occasions a storyline we'll be looking at more here. It was Brittany Griner that led the way. As we see the Sopron team, players to keep an eye out. If you haven't seen them play, Yvonne Turner, the number 22, was the EuroLeague's leading scorer last season. She had a big game in the semi-final to help them. And for UMMC Ekaterinburg, well, look no further than number 23, Maya Moore, a player who incredibly has never lost a EuroLeague women game. She is playing her 2nd season in this competition. She won the title in her 1st season. That was back with RUS Cazares, and now she is attempting to make it a short season, but a successful one, making it through to the final here. It will be a very partisan crowd, a huge advantage for the Sopron team here, playing at home. And they used that so well in the semi-final game. Jumped out to an early lead and really did look a very impressive team, Sopron. The way they shared the ball, played together. And we'll get announced second. First out is the Ekaterina lineup, and really just strength in depth. A lot of faces you may have seen from both international competition or the EuroLeague Women. There is Lara Sanders, Turkish national team player, but really, as said, for Ekaterinburg, we'll get into more depth with their lineup. But the players to look out for: Maya Moore there, Brittany Griner in the middle. There is Moore just coming into your picture, Tolliver next to her, and then also Emma Messerman, who we've gone past, the Belgian international, the 4 keys for their team on that performance in the semi-final. That big game and big victory for them over their rivals, Dinamo Kursk. Looking to Sopron then for their team, and it is very much a team. They are led by the 4 Serbians, as they have a very Serbian influence to their lineup, but also Yvonne Turner, who we mentioned, and then Angela Salvador is off the bench, is an X factor for them. There's something to keep an eye on, that bench scoring. There's smiles all round. And there is the hero of Friday night, Jelena Milovanovic. She was the one that hit the go-ahead basket. She won the game with 1.2 seconds left. One of those 4 Serbian players we mentioned on their team. But what a shot from her to send this game, or send her team into this game, the final of the EuroLeague Women. Players have been announced then. They'll huddle before shaking hands. Well, perhaps. Coaches will shake hands, though. They will enjoy this moment. And there we see little smiles around Roberto Ingenes on the left-hand side of your picture. He is the man in charge for Sopron. He has got a smile on his face, and why not, with the way his team have played to reach this far. 3 officials for today's game from Serbia, Latvia, and Greece. And now we'll see the Sopron starting 5. Sofia Figovinecki, Alexandra Sevendakic, Hatar, a surprise starter there as for Sopron. She did not appear for Roberto Ingenes on the weekend, on Friday night, excuse me. So it will be very much a surprise if she is in the starting lineup. We'll try and confirm that one, but she will be there to take away the threat of Brittany Griner. She makes her place in the starting lineup. No surprises. Torrens, Tolliver, Moore, and Messerman. The 5 for Ekaterinburg. They scored every point for coach Miguel Mendez, who we see there on Friday night. In the semi-final, they had 0 bench points, Ekaterinburg. So something to keep an eye on as we look at 2 Spanish superstars who will be taking their place on either teams today. Albert Torrens, the reigning FIBA Eurobasket MVP. A rough night on Friday, just 1 of 9 shooting. And Angela Salvadores on the right-hand side, the 21-year-old. I already mentioned off the bench, what a performance from her in the semi-final. 16 points in just 18 minutes for her, as she really was a spark plug. And it would have been a lot more than that, I'm sure, had she not fouled out. And she is one of the conversations before the game. How well will Salvadores play? That is a big bonus for Sopron, having her threat off the bench. For Ekaterinburg, no one stepped up for them. It was that big 4 in the semi-final. Moore, we mentioned, 28 points though for her. 5 threes in that game. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. And then Messerman, 19 points. Griner, 19 points. Tolliver, 15 points. 13 of those coming in the second half. And those 4 combined for all but 3 of the points that Ekaterinburg scored in the semi-final. So the inside battle, though, we said about Sopron, for Sopron will be the challenge. How will they take away the power, the size of Brittany Griner on the inside? How are they going to match up with Maya Moore? The storylines I can't wait to see. Will they go smaller and put Yvonne Turner on Maya Moore? Turner known as a defensive specialist, but a lot of questions to be answered by these 2 coaches as the teams getting ready here to find out who will be the EuroLeague Women champion. Will it be UMMC Ekaterinburg or will it be Sopron? That small orange corner of the stadium up there is very much drowned out by the yellow and green of Sopron. But the Ekaterinburg fans made themselves heard. In the semi-final. There is Maya Moore. Said she has never lost a EuroLeague Women game. Last time she played for RUS Gazares, she was a champion, and she will be attempting to do that again. A lady who wins wherever she goes. So, 5s are out onto the floor, and we are ready to get underway. It is Sopron Basket facing off against UMMC Ekaterinburg in the final of the EuroLeague Women. The jump ball is won by UMMC Ekaterinburg into the hands of Torrens. And it's Figovinecki who will get the matchup against Maya Moore in the early stages, as we see Griner immediately going to work down in the low post. Good defense from Sopron, though. They force it out. And now, shot clock getting low. Tolliver has to force it up. Can't get it, but great offensive rebound by Messerman. Just staying so active, Messerman. Vanovic just fell asleep there. Torrens now looking for some space. The run up from Messman doesn't go. Offensive rebound though. And the Belgium just being active. And that is Maya Moore. Well, watch out. Moore started hot in the semi-final game. From beyond the three-point line. I think she had 3 threes in that first half. And that's a dangerous sign. Sopron's first offense. The pick and pop. Milovanovic couldn't get it to go. Good offensive rebound though by Sevendakic. Turner holding, waiting. So dangerous off the drive, Turner. Milovanovic now against Messman. It's going to be a great battle to watch. Good kick out. Fegovinecki can't get it away in time though. So she knocks it down. The veteran point guard, 33 years of age, but waved away. Ekaterinburg bring it down. Easy play from Tolliver. Tolliver, little glimmer of space, finds Greiner. Greiner tied up, and Sevendakic. We called for a foul here. Good to see sportsmanship there. So we'll go back into this starting lineup for Sopron. Bernadette Hattar did get the nod. She's the big number 14. Didn't play on Friday in the semi-final, but you can see why she's on the floor trying to take away that threat of Brittany Greiner on the inside. Moore now, same spot. Different result though, but Messerman just cleaning up on the glass. Tolliver for 3. In and out. Moore to the inside. Fouled and will go to the line. Well, offensive rebounds being dominated right now by Ekaterinburg. They have 4 offensive rebounds already in this one. The inside battle, we kind of mentioned it as an early substitution. We see Salvador has come in, and that's because a big loss. The foul was called against the number 11, Alexandra Sevendakic, and she is a key player, Sevendakic. Nothing right now going in favour of Sopron in this first 1 minute 50. They've given up offensive rebounds. They've only had 1 offense themselves. They've got foul trouble as well. And Maya Moore already has that confidence flowing. 2 for 2 for her. She has all 5 in the game. Here is Salvador. There's that all Spanish battle against Alba Torrens. That'll be fun to watch as well. Now Turner, guarded by Tolliver. Turner stops, takes the 3, and knocks it down. Yvonne Turner, huge basket. Sopron started nervously the first few minutes in this semi-final game, but then they came to life. Opened up a big lead. Messman, far too easy from her. Tolliver, that connection of those two. They played, throughout the world together. Both in the WNBA and for Ekaterinburg. Salvadores looking, trying to find something. We'll use the screen. Salvadores, a lot of room for her. Too strong though. She can't get the rebound. Chance to run here for Ekaterinburg. Someone's going to be open. Defense has recovered well though. Moore calls the play. Moore guarded closely by Turner, but Messerman open again. Where's the defense? Messerman is she's so quiet. Just really is an effective player. Turner on the penetration, wide open look. Fegovinecki can't get it to go. Torrens is there. This is a dangerous start. We might see an early timeout coming here. Moore looking high for Greiner, but hits the side of the backboard. Then Moore tips it away. Ekaterinburg again with the open floor. Moore back to Messerman. Wide open. Messerman gets the finish, and there is the early timeout. Sopron just need to get a grip in this game, because behind Emma Messerman and Maya Moore,
Messerman gets in. Spectacular play by Brass. She is like a panther stalking its prey right now.
She in a drive lane open, takes it to the hole.
Two Spanish coaches in charge of the teams have made it through to the final. Here is Moore with a little tap away. But right now, Moore and Messman are dominating this game. Messman 6 points, 3 rebounds already, and an assist. And then Maya Moore, 5 points and 2 assists. So a great start for two of the big stars on the UMMC Ekaterinburg lineup. There is Maya Moore. She's played just 4 games in this EuroLeague season. And what an impact she has had over those 4. Where are Sopron going to go out of this timeout? They need a score, just need to steady themselves. Substitution comes in. Jovanovic is on the floor, the number 15, and Yvonne Turner again knocking it down. Turner has all 5 for her team. That was a 2. Foot was on the line. She's guarding Tolliver. Moore trying to roll into the post, but well guarded. So Tolliver off that high screen, stops and takes the jump shot, knocks it down, and a foul on Turner as well. Christy Tolliver started the semi-final with a 3 and was pretty quiet through the first 20 minutes. Just came to life in the second half though, Tolliver. And what was a close game, especially in that third period where her team really took control. Tolliver and Moore carried the game, ended with 15 points, 12 of them in the second half. Makes the 3-point play there, and look at this already, a 9-point lead for Ekaterinburg. Milovanovic with the left hand gets a finish. Well, Milovanovic was the star with that 3. It was the only 3 she made all night. She played well but struggled from the field. That'll be a good mental start for her as you see the enjoyment in the young fans. Knocks down the extra point. Just need to stay close, Sopron. Keep the crowd in the game. Use that momentum, that lift they'll get from the home court advantage. There's Turner guarding Tolliver. Tolliver finds Torrens. They want to go inside to Greiner. She's got a big advantage on the inside, but great defense from Jovanovic. Now Salvador is pushing. Pulls it out smartly. Begovinecki will use her experience, get them into something. They space the floor. Milovanovic screens, pops high. Thought about it. Now she'll take a tough one and banks it home. Just the second 3 of the Final Four for Milovanovic, but how big both of them have been. It's her team within 3 here. Tolliver takes a 3. Short, good box out and rebound from Milovanovic. Begovinecki goes cross court. Salvadores, good step against Greiner. Excellent work from Salvadores. There she goes. Watch this. Ivanovic. The bank is open. And a timeout called by Ekaterinburg. That lead just been pulled back after a good recovery from Sopron.
We have to attack the ring. We have to attack the ring. Put the ball inside with all the players. We are playing both. And keep going in both. Yeah? Keep going. And keep it. Okay, guys. We are doing fantastic. Come on. Okay.
Back to action. Look at those fans. Into the game here. So right on the western tip of Hungary. Love their basketball here. Sopron giving them something to cheer about. That little run to get themselves back into this game. Changing defense here from Ekaterinburg. Was a zone. Now they get back into man-to-man. They've got some openings. Salvador is the pass. Fegivanecki, a lot of room. She won't miss that. Smartly stepped inside. Takes the easy one. And the point guard, Sofia Fegivanecki, makes it a 1-point game. Great recovery from Sopron, especially without the strong play of Alexandra Sevendakic on the floor as well. Greiner to the inside, misses. Second attempt, gets it back. That's the problem for Ekaterinburg, how they can take away her threat on the inside. The moment you try and double her or crowd her out, you leave this explosive perimeter lineup open. Milovanovic. Oh, rejected by Greiner. Moore picks it up, and she's going to be fouled. Jovanovic knocked her to the floor. Incidental contact, but seems like everyone's going to be okay. Great defense from Greiner. And then at this end of the floor, she needed the second attempt, but that's what she can do. Three-point game. Two Spaniards looking on. We've had 4 coaches in this Final Four, 3 of them are Spaniards. As Messman reverses it to Tolliver. Now that pairing working again together. Greiner gets it, but an offensive foul against Brittany Greiner. Well, Jovanovic didn't get the start on the inside. She did foul out of the semi-final game. Not sure if they were worried about her picking up fouls, Tina Jovanovic, because she is an important player for them. But since she came in, what a job she has done. Greiner has to go to the bench. And in comes Alara Saunders. Second foul on Greiner, that was. Turner now. Splits between 2, can't finish. Jovanovic there, the little jump hook. Rolls out. Moore stops, fires on a 3. Didn't go, good work from Sanders on the glass. Torrens finds Messman wide open. Messman again, just moving off the ball, making it look easy. Jovanovic in the low post. Turner for 3. Yvonne Turner, or Vonnie as she is known. Marking it down, strong start for her, scoring the ball. 3 of 4 from the field, 7 points. Torrance, off the screen, pulls up on the foul line, doesn't get it to go. Milovanovic showing that versatility. Goes straight into the handoff with Salvadores. Now they reverse it around. Turner feeling it right now. Decides to kick it over to Fegivanecki. 8 on the clock for her. Now 5 for Milovanovic. Gets into the lane, a little dance of the feet, but it's called a travel. Let's have another look. Hop on the foot, travel. Substitution comes in then. Elena Beglova. Here she is with the ball. Forward Ekaterinburg, facing Kristen Tolliver. Torrance kicks it to Moore. Another 3 from Moore. Well, she made the first, but then the radar just went a little wayward. 1 of 4 now. Maya Moore. Mendez looking on. Close game here. It's in the early minutes, like Ekaterinburg were going to run away with it. Sopron have responded though. Milovanovic for 3. Doesn't go. Sanders with the defensive rebound. Beglova controlling the play. Hands it over to Moore. They switch Turner onto Moore. Torrens fouled by Salvadores. The 2 shots then, team fouls. First foul on Salvadores. She fouled out in 18 minutes in the semi-final. Jimenez looks on. The substitutions for both teams. And for Sopron is Deborah Dubai. As we saw, Tishina, I think it was as well, coming in for the first action with the Ekaterinburg. Torrens, this is the first. Excuse me, it was Belikova who came in for the Russian team. Torrens gets the second to go. And just 3 points in the semi-final, Alba Torrens. Of her quality. We're disappointed as an immediate turnover from Dubai. Didn't play in the semi-final game. Perhaps a little nerve from her. Ekaterinburg with a chance to open up a lead at the end of this first quarter then. At the advantage by 4 and the ball. Torrens slicing in, finds the open shooter, and Beglova knocks it down. Great play. Torrens on the curl, an excellent kick out from her. And the lead back to 7. Last 10 seconds now. Turner being delayed by Beglova. But Turner goes back door, takes a contact. It's deflected out of bounds. Good rotation from Sanders. 3.9 left. Ekaterinburg trying to organise himself. What defence they're going to be in. The throw up way short from Dubai. And that is the end of the first quarter. Oh, an up and down game. Ekaterinburg opened up that lead in the early stages. Then they were pegged back, but they have recovered to make it 22-15 here at the end of the first quarter. Look at these statistics. 2 of 8 shooting, really the only thing holding Ekaterinburg back, because offensively they've been really good. 22 points in that first quarter. You know, they're a free-scoring team. I think they'll be frustrated that they had the 9-point lead and let it get pulled back the way they did. And led in the early stages through some great offensive rebounding.
Harder! Harder! Yes? Rebound here! Everybody! Everybody, yeah? Okay, guys? Mega, come on, come on!
Last seconds in our defense. We can switch more time now with Toya member. We can switch more times. Yes. And in this big match with Sarne, everybody close the paint. Everybody close the paint. Okay? First offense, 2 down. First offense, 2 down. First catch, for the Toya side. We play it to a 2-man. Okay? Hey! Remember, Alba, in our zone, get back. Yeah? I hear Emma come to the shooter. Alba goes and Emma comes. Okay? Let's go. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3.
So, Ekaterinburg will go still with that smaller lineup. Ara Sanders playing on the inside. You heard them say the advantage means they can switch with her later in the shot clock. And Sopron stand with their same 5 as well. Turner getting the switch on Sanders. And it works as the loose pass Goes out of bounds and gives it back to the Russian team. So they switched. Ekaterinburg. And that was something that worked for them. With this second unit in. Belikova, Torrens, Beglova, Sanders and Messman. The 5 out there for Ekaterinburg. It is Torrens. Off that screen again. Torrens has Messman. A lot of room for her. Foul. I'm a big fan of Emma Messman. Just nothing flashy about her game. Not really a highlight player. Someone who's going to have the best mixtape in the world, but just so efficient, so impressive as a performer. 8 points, 4 rebounds for her. Subs in. Danielle Page is on the floor, and Seven Dakic as well. Seven Dakic want to pick up those fouls. Messman once again right through the defense, and an easy layup for the 24-year-old Belgian. First player into double figures. Ivanovic reverses it round to Salvadores. Foul is going to be called away from the ball. Seven Dakic hit to the floor. They'll go against Beglova. See it, Beglova just hits cutting through. Gonna slow her down, didn't quite get positioned in time, and we see Messman, just that little fake. It's almost as flash as she gets. Zone out of bounds again. Salvadores trying to find some room. Page is in the high post, but Salvadores goes to the pull-up, misses everything. Good offensive rebound. Jovanovic scores it. Jovanovic again coming up with a big play. This one offensive for her team. Belikova can't get it. Salvadores grabs in the rebound. Turner. Gets the team into the set. Page reverses it around. He might look inside. No, it was taken away, so Salvadores has to kind of come out of the play and get it. Pulls up off the screen. Salvadores shows the palms to the coach. Says, oh, what shall I do? Isn't having the impact she had in the game the other night. She was a revelation. Salvadores at junior age. This is a player averaged 15 points a game at just 16 years of age in the second division in Spain. Is now Ekaterinburg come the other way. Sanders open on the foul line. Doesn't get it. Salvadores the other way. Pulls it out. Seven Dakic going into the low post. Now here she is. Searching for her first points of the game. Seven Dakic along the baseline. Fouled, and will go to the line. Beglova wanted the hook. Right here on this move. Watch the left elbow there, yeah. Just pulls the arm out the way. Who made the contact's the question. The referee says it was Jelena Beglova. That's why she picks up her first. Seven Dakic gets herself on the board then, 2 of 2. And Brittany Griner is going to come back. Well, this is a key play period. Griner, 2 fouls. See if Sopron can really go at her, pick up a third, get her out of the game. Because when she is out there, everything changes for Ekaterinburg. Good hands from Salvadores, but it's picked up by Moore. Big lineup for the Russian team with Sanders and Griner playing together. Griner turning and finishing, and that's why it is dangerous when she is on the floor. Jovanovic just kind of got caught on the high side. There you see great footwork from Griner to seal her player off before she even received the pass. So everyone will see the finish and the foul, but all of the work done, getting the feet in the right position before the pass has been made. Griner knocking down the free throw to move herself to 5 personal. Will Sopron go for some points without Turner on the floor? Turner leads the way with 7. Begovinecki can't get it to go, but Page taps it back to her. Sevendakic penetrates but turns it over. Good rotation from Ekaterinburg, and Moore will pull up in transition. Can't get it to go. Salvadores grabs in the rebound. Salvadores goes to the ring, flips it high, but misses everything. Ekaterinburg might have advantage here in transition. Not a room as Greiner takes it in, surrounded by defenders. We'll stay with Ekaterinburg. Tolliver comes in, immediately calling the play, organising the team. You see the look from Beliakova. This is Salvadores. Well, it did look like a foul, didn't it? The crowd wanted that call. Greiner scores. How is she so open? Only out of bounds. Surely the threat of Greiner needs to be marked closely, as we have a double-digit lead for the first time here tonight. They got to 9 in that first quarter. Ivanovic. Sevendakic. So stagnant the offense. As the clock gets to 4, they've got to force it up. Don't get it to go. Toller eventually collects in the rebound. More off the screen. And Sanders. Beliakova. Tolliver to Moore, turns and fires it. Maya Moore, quick fire score, and a little fist pump from her. She knows what a run they're on right now, as this lead slowly but surely stretching out. A 9-4 run in the second quarter sees them have the 31-19 lead. And Sopron are going to have to call their timeout.
1-1, okay, yes? Eh? If we don't make here, we have to recover man to man. If we make, okay, we play 1-1. Yes? You waiting here, Bonnie, you take my move. Okay, Tinal, Daniel, Melo. Hey, with Greiner, we fronting her, we help it.
Go and recover. When she's coming, I come, Luda. Yeah, recover the position. And play 1-on-1. Use the foul. In the driving. Use the foul if we need. Remember in 5, in some, remember to drive to the baseline to open this cycle. Yes? To play inside. Alright? Basketball, 5 in some. Okay?
Okay, I'm going 3.
Try to attack the rim.
Okay, go 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sopron need a response in this next 5 minutes here. Just get this lead back to a manageable figure. Ivanovic back into the game. Go with the 4 of the starting 5. Turner looking around. Nothing on though. Begovinecki eventually penetrates, draws Greiner. Page wide open and knocks that short. Jump shot down. And your Page. First points for her, as they're going to go into a diamond and 1 here. Looks like they'll leave Sanders wide open and she knocks it down. The confusion, I think, timeout was about the box and 1 or diamond and 1 defense that they're going to be using. So that means 1 person will guard Maya Moore, the other 4 will be in a zone. Shows you the respect they have for Maya Moore. Begovinecki to Page, just hit 1. This one too strong though. Greiner tips the rebound to Sanders. Beliakova to Tolliver. Beliakova finds Sanders. This one doesn't go either, so defense working there. But Sopron needs to get this scoreboard ticking over. Ivanovic screens. Dakic doesn't take it. A smaller lineup with Sanders can switch Here's Milovanovic. Thinks about the three, takes a tough two, but knocks it down. Milovanovic knocking down. They need her to. She's got 6 points on the game. Or 8 points now, sorry. Good hands from Sevendakic. Turn up. Jet quick in transition. Goes all the way. Lays it up. So, triangle showed by Coach Inganez. Like a box and one. Look at Bevanecki just denying Maya Moore the ball. Somebody else is going to have to step up. Sanders and now Beliakova have been unable to do that. Turner. Bevanecki now into the hands of Milovanovic. Into the post for her. Steps through against Moore and finishes. Good run from Sopron. Excellent response from them out of the timeout. And it's forced Ekaterinburg to do the same. Great work from the Hungarian team. Milovanovic going to work. She gets the double digits now. 10 points from her.
I'm not sure. It's triangle or box and one. We play the first offense blue with Alba, Emma in this side. BD, Maya inside. And KT here, yeah? Ven al medio. Okay? Second offense.
Goal! Where is Beliakova, the shooter? Okay? Keep playing, deny. Okay? Goal, where is Beliakova, okay? Yeah? Okay? In offense, keep playing, keep running. Okay, backdoors, transition. And we play fish side for her. Fish side. 5 on 5. Fish side.
Sopron made a little stand in, come out, change the defense, ask some questions of Ekaterinburg. How will they react? These little mini runs got them in the game. And Turner, her scoring power has helped as well. She's got 9. Milovanovic has 10. Torrens on the floor, Messiman as well. Not sure if this is a lineup they can run that same defense with. They go back to man, Messiman. Oh, gets the roll once again. Emma Messiman, 6 of 7 from the field, 12 points, 4 rebounds for her. High screen from Page. Turner spinning. And not getting the finish. How did it come out? The groans from the crowd. Tolliver. They are going to try this box and one, even with this lineup on the floor. That's the threat, though. Greiner on the inside gives her more room to go to work. 9 for her now. Milovanovic takes the 3. It comes up short. Messiman's there grabbing the rebound. Tolliver pushing. Messiman's got some room here. Sevendakic fell to the floor. More the extra pass. And now Messiman in the low post. Oh, great defense from Page. She looked like she'd been lost on the little spin, but Page recovered with those long arms to get the block. Spacing for Sopron, though. Bevanecki eventually gets it, trying to operate. Throws high. Milovanovic can't take it in, though. Offense just hasn't found that rhythm for Sopron. There's the recovery from Page. Great defense from her. And just so close. The fingertip wasn't enough for Milovanovic. Torrens open for 3. Air balls. I've got to say the defense has worked for Sopron, just giving them a different look, a bit of belief for the second half. Turner stops and takes the jumper. Goes out of bounds. Again, I like the idea offensively. They've got Griner on the floor. They're now trying to involve her in as many pick and rolls as they can, knowing that they're going to get that jump shot a lot of the time. But right now, Sopron haven't got them to full. Foul will go against Milovanovic. A bit of push in. Let's have a look. Not too much in it, I don't think. And a hug between the two of them. Ryan is going to come out. There's no point in her picking up her third foul for this final 40 seconds of the second half. She's done well coming back in, playing with those early fouls. Oh, Sanders open. The cut from Messman. There she is. Finds Sanders. Easy two. Messman again making the play. So often it's her as the finisher, but shows her versatility. And it's a 12-point lead for Ekaterinburg, their largest of the game. Sopron to Turner. Salvadores off the screen. It's pumped. Just the third team foul against Ekaterinburg though, so it'll be sideline possession, 15 seconds left. Still have one more foul to give if they want to. Ekaterinburg as they switch into man-to-man. Begivanecki collects it. Uses the screen for Milovanovic. Here she is. Now to Page for three. Big shot. Huge basket for Page. Final chance for Messman. Responds for a three of her own. What a first half from Emma Messman. 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists from her. Look at this. From the logo, she knocks it down. And what a first half for UMMC Ekaterinburg. They have the 42-30 lead at the half over Sopron. And they've just killed the noise inside this arena, taken away all the momentum it looked like Sopron would have going into the second half. 64% shooting from two-point range from Ekaterinburg. We said that inside battle. How was Sopron going to slow down the inside game of Ekaterinburg? And to be fair, they just haven't done it. Emma Messman's been the leader with 15 points. And 7 turnovers from Sopron as well. Well, a lot for the teams to talk about in the halftime break. Messman, 15 points, 5 rebounds. A game high on both of those. She has had a very impressive performance. 7 of 9 from the field she is. As we see our other leaders. And Sopron, the questions are, they've tried changing the defense. They went to that box and won. It worked for a period of time, but there's still work to do for them in this second half. We know that they can spurt though. They had that big lead yesterday. And they will need some of that inspired crowd noise they got to fight their way back against UMMC Ekaterinburg, who are trying to win their 4th EuroLeague Women title. Here are some highlights then from that first half. I will leave you with them. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes' time for second half action.
Hiszen ők egy pólóval gazdagodhatnak. Közben pedig tiszteletek köszöntöm Cseszopiki Flórát, a Decathlon Sopron áruházának vezetőjét. Flóra, volt egy játékodok, mi volt ez? Tehát érkezik egy sorsolás, meg fogom neked segíteni kisorsolni. Hányan látogattatok meg benneteket, hányan voltak ott kint a szurkolói zónában?
Tudtuk megszámolni, mert annyian voltak, folyamatosan forogtak, úgyhogy nagyon köszönjük, hogy ennyien eljöttetek és játszottatok velünk és sportoltatok egy kicsit.
Oké, Flóra, közben egy körbe a póló csúszni, mi pedig sorsolunk. Ki az első nyertesünk? Bálint Lili, a Vörösbegy utcában az első nyertes. Attila az biztos, és a Bartók-Béla úton lakik, az az e-mail cím, hogy attila0926@hotmail.com. A harmadik nyertesünk pedig Stendel Adél az Úton utcából. És lássuk ki a negyedik nyertes. Dr. Magárdi Ildikó, gratulálok a szerencsés nyerteseknek, és a Decathlonos sátornál a Bezzikot felüli oldalon tudják átvenni a nyereményeket. És miközben itt van velünk a pólócsúszni, indul a Lucky Camp! Vajon ki lesz az a szerencsés, aki hangos, és akinél meg fog állni a kamera, tekintsük fel a vetítővászorra. Ez itt a Lucky Camp 10 000 forint értékű sorsért csomagot lehet nyerni, ott az megvan a nyertes! Kint egyébként a szerencsejáték kulcsánál lehet átvenni majd a nyereményt. Lássuk a másodikat. Indul ismét a Lucky Camp! Erre van a kamera, hogy lássanak ezeket. Nyertes? Igen! Na és akkor még egy gyorsan, hiszen jönnek a csapatok. Melegíteni. Ott a Lucky Camp. Merre pásztálsz?
deny the pass in we go corner. Use one dribble to pass the ball. Use one dribble to pass the ball. Don't try to pass the ball from here. Okay, and 5 on 5. We can use horse down. Horse down to screen Milo, to come into car, okay? Of going to play pick and roll. Yes? Mira, it's very simple, guys. Very simple. We have to start to play hard. So, let's go.
Wait for BG, put the ball in Emma, wait for BG in the middle, fade the pass and watch the corner. Yeah? I want the corner to shoot in the corner. It's okay? Let's go.
We'll get down 3. 1, 2, 3.
Teams coming out for the second half in the EuroLeague Women Final. And it is a 12-point lead for Ekaterinburg at the break here. A strong first half from the Russian team, using that momentum of the victory yesterday and breaking the 34-game win streak in the semi-final of Dynamo Kursk. Sopron, playing in front of their home crowd, could not find an offensive rhythm. Scored just 30 points. And a number of good looks for them just didn't work. Ekaterinburg have used a strong first half from Emma Messman, who leads the way with 15 points personal. They have possession as we begin the second half. Moore, who's kept pretty quiet in that first half for her standards, goes to Messman. Messman finds Torrens. Torrens can't get a finish, but look at Messman there once again. Offensive rebound. This is the way the first half started. Messman, a terror on the boards. Can't hit the three this time, though. Turner gives it up. The 5 for Sopron. Fegvanecki, Sevendakic, Turner, Milovanovic and Page. Changed lineup from them for this second half. Milovanovic comes up short. High pass to Greiner. Greiner fouled. Looks like Page is going to take a hit to the face for her troubles as well. Nearly had the steal, but just that reach. Pretty Greiner. Inline possession. Torrens off the high screen. Looking for Moore. Moore guarded by Fegvanecki. She's fouled. Nearly got the roll as well. Well, Maya Moore had such a good game yesterday with the 28 points. She averages 21 points a game in the EuroLeague Women. You almost feel that first half from her was a poor performance. 7 points, 4 assists, but just 2 of 6 from the field. Now she's missed her first free throw as well. 2 of 3 from the line. Second extends this lead to 13. Figovanecki. Again, high. Sevendakic reverses to Turner. Turner back to Sevendakic. Has it tipped away. Good hands from Moore. Moore in no hurry. Goes cross court. Tolliver looking for Messman. And now they'll go back inside to Messman. Oh, beautiful fading shot from Emma Messman. Thought she was going to pass to Torrens. Looked all the time at the cut of the Spaniard. Defense switched off as well. Turner trying to find some room. Just a wall of defenders in front of her, though. Milovanovic picks up the loose ball after it was tipped by Moore. Shot clock to 7. Fegvanecki to Milovanovic on the pick and pop. Too strong. This third quarter was where Ekaterinburg turned the screws yesterday. Really opened up a lead against Dynamo Kursk. Will they do the same? They won that quarter 27-16 yesterday. Messman short this time. Uses the quick screen. Milovanovic along the baseline, loses it, picked up by Sevendakic, and then Greiner wipes it out. And the length of Brittany Greiner under rejection. I think that's her second of the game. Yes, it is. Tolliver for three. Oh, bounced around but came out. And Sopron will slow it here. Take their time. They need a basket. Scoreless in this third quarter. We're 3 minutes in now. Turner, so often the offensive inspiration, finds Page and she knocks down the shot. Feet were on the line, so it's a two. And a much needed basket for Sopron. Page 7 points off the bench. Good performance from her. Greiner has some room. Greiner takes the dribble and is fouled by Milovanovic. Like she was thinking about the dunk on the dribble there. Page knocking down her long two, but Greiner had the great turn and dunk yesterday in the Friday in the semi-final. Now she's got to earn them from the line. Page has been trying to get the steal on the post up. I think she's got to play a little bit more behind Greiner at this moment. See the bench looking on for Ekaterinburg. A bit more production than yesterday. Sanders came in with 4 points. Beglova had 3. And Page grabs the rebound. Beglova reverses it to Page. Greiner got in, Sevendakic. She'll try and attack against her. Help just never came though. 3 is up, Beglova. No, 2, foot was on the line. Back-to-back long twos for Sopron, but at least that scoreboard now starting to move for them. Again, looking to the inside with Greiner. Tolliver to Messerman. Moore. 5 on the clock. Moore throws it high. Greiner finds inside. Torres, but rejected by Turner, and the shot clock will sound, giving the ball back to Sopron. What a recovery out of nowhere. Look at how open Torrens is. But Turner times it perfectly. She is known as a defensive force. Bonnie Turner, and she's showing why there. We've seen the offense from her. Milovanovic couldn't get it to go. Nessman to Moore on that little slice cut. Waved away really early. It was never going to count, even though Moore continued and got the score. Milovanovic looks like she's going to replace Milovanovic. Page was going to go out. Sideline possession. No scoring third quarter here. Just 4-3. In favour of Sopron as Page nearly took it away. Clock is to 9. Low again for Ekaterinburg. Moore will collect it. Plenty of time for her. 7 now. Pulls up, tough looking shot. Misses everything. More frustrated. She looked off balance when she shot it. Salvadores comes back in then. Such an inspiration in the semi-final, Salvadores. But a tough first half, 0 for 4. 0 points on the game. Here she is now. A lady who knows how to score throughout her young career. Turner gets it, but the defense is recovered. Greiner takes in the rebound. Here comes Torrens, looking to push. Torrens, oh, nice little feed for Messman. Now Greiner, back to Torrens, but she drops it. No smile from her. Frustrated. And we'll have a timeout here. Low scoring third quarter continues. Double-digit lead still for Ekaterinburg though.
And Messerman gets in.
Spectacular play by France.
She is like a panther stalking its prey right now.
Akina drive lane open, takes it to the hole.
You have to free out, yeah? We have to look at free out. We push the ball after rebound, yes. Push the ball and go to the ring, go. No, we call something and we play. Be patient.
Okay, inbound. Daniel, Gavina, Tina rolling. Okay, if we pass Daniel, we can play it here. We can play it with money. We can play it with money. Let's go.
Defense has been working for Sopron. They've got the offense going a little. And there is Angela Salvadores. I think she's the key to this game. For a Sopron victory, they need somebody else offensively. Paige has done a good job. She's got 7. Turner out there with 9. And Salvadores, if she can create for them, what she's doing there, but it just can't be handled. Give them another dimension to their offensive game. Instead, though, back into the hands of Tolliver. Now Messman. Moore will post up Salvadores. Finds Tolliver wide open for 3. Didn't go. Lid on the basket for both teams. Salvadores the other way. Now Turner with the runner. Can't get it. Jovanovic got a hand to it, but Messerman snatches in her 8th rebound of the game. Close to a double-double. Emma Messerman, 17 points as well. Moore finds her. Could be 19, but it didn't go. Turner with some open floor the other way quickly. Paige thought about it. Bakic guarded on the switch. Jovanovic stumbles, but still puts it home. Oh, looked like she'd lost her balance. Tina Jovanovic, good finish. Into single digits now. As Moore's jump shot is rejected. Turner through the gears, has it taken away by Moore. Steps through and finishes. Maya Moore, what a play. Turner looked like she was off to the races, as though she would beat everyone down the floor. And Maya Moore just tips it away and lays it up to get to double figures. What a huge momentum swing that might have been. It was a 9-point game. They could have got it to 7 with a score. Sopron, as Salvador is trying to find some room. This time Moore commits the foul. Watch this one. Turner is gone. Moore just takes it away and shows that great footwork. In-line possession for Sopron. Play called by Figavanecki. Salvadores. Thought about it. Goes to Turner. 10 on the clock. Turner back to Salvadores. Now just 5 on the clock. Salvadores is going to be called for the travel. Just too stagnant from Sopron. They didn't get the team involved. Wasn't a lot of movement. Just went back and forth between Salvadores and Turner. Salvadores warned for getting rid of the ball. Technical foul next time. Torrens. To Messman. Oh, good feed to the inside. Greiner. No one there to help on one-on-one. Brittany Greiner, just such a handful. Great pass from Messman. Just flipped it up softly into the air. And with everyone offensively pretty much above the foul line, there's nobody there to help. Poor Tina Jovanovic. One-on-one coverage against Brittany Griner. Always so difficult. Looks like Salvadores is going to have to go out with some blood. Well, after a second ago saying what a momentum play it would have been, that steal from Moore, and a team leading by 9. A transition opportunity for Turner to cut it to 7. And now the lead 14 points for Ekaterinburg. Those plays mean so much. Griner adds the bonus for 12 points personal now. Page will take the tough jump shot and make it. She has been consistent in making those here tonight. Danielle Page, 9 points, 4 of 5 from her. Again, look at that high offense, everyone out. This time Griner has to go outside of the paint to catch it. And misses, but gets her own rebound. Finds Moore, and Moore knocks it down. That's exactly what I was talking about in the first half. You try and guard Brittany Griner with multiple defenders, and all it means is players like Moore have that room. Second 3 for Moore, and an offensive foul as well. Vegavanecki, the illegal screen, all going wrong for Sopron. That turnover in transition just as led to a run for Ekaterinburg here. 15-point advantage now. That's still from Moore. 2:47, so in a minute and 46 seconds, we've gone from 45-36 to now 53-38. Changed this game again. Vanovic has come back in. Griner backing it down, turns over Jovanovic, doesn't get it the first time, and misses the second as well. Turner's in no hurry. They're going to need to speed this game up. Sopron. Jovanovic reverses it. Better movement from them off the ball. Turner collects it high. Attacks against Griner, fouled, and it's an unsportsmanlike against Tolliver. She doesn't like it. Christy Tolliver called for an non-basketball action. Yeah, she just grabbed her by the waist with 2 hands. Absolutely. Turner then. Will this be a momentum swing for Sopron? Makes the first. Chance to add a second point here, and they'll have possession back, remember. Turner can't get it to go. Well, she was the oldest rookie in the WNBA last season at 29 years of age. Now 30. Playing in her second year with Sopron. Was the leading scorer in the EuroLeague last year. They'll need some of that scoring power from her now. She's 4 of 10 from the field, 10 points. Has the ball high and finds Vanovic, and she knocks it down. That's the spot she won the game from in the semi-final. And her 3 makes it an 11-point game. Tolliver responds with a 3 of her own, which bounces clear. So a glimmer of light on the back of another 3 from that right-hand corner from Jelena Milovanovic. Has made it a 53-42 game. Ekaterinburg still with a double-digit lead, though.
We have to insist in our offense. Love. Top 5. Not only 4v4, DG. We can put the ball inside.
We screen middle to low post. We come in and we keep moving. Okay. Play transition. Okay. Play fast break. Yes. Okay. And go man to man. Our defense. Our defense, guys. Our defense. Yes. Venga, let's go. Let's go.
10 minutes remains in the EuroLeague Women Championship game in the final here. Ekaterinburg searching for their 4th ever title in this competition. Sopron searching for their 1st. And it is the Russian team with an 11-point lead. The low scoring 3rd quarter was won by Sopron, 12-11. But they're going to need to win this next one by a lot more to try and take victory here. Salvadores will bring it in for Sopron. They're out there with Turner, Ivanovic, Milovanovic, and Sevendakic, the 5 for them. Ivanovic using the screen from Ivanovic. Pass eventually taken in, and running hook doesn't fall. Possession back with Ekaterinburg. Tolliver handling the ball more. Messman, Torrens and Greiner. Traditional 5 from them. Tolliver loses it. Now she's being pressured. Eventually finds Greiner. Just 3 on the clock for Tolliver to take it. They're getting the stops, Sopron, they need, but they need to get these scores as well. And reverse it to Sevendakic. Defense just switches that side pick and roll though. And it's turned over. Eventually, off of the leg of Milovanovic. Brittany Greiner, a strong game from her. That combination of Greiner and Messman on the inside combined for 29 points. 15 rebounds between the two of them. Tolliver, a lot of room, nice hesitation. And she's fouled on the drive. Milovanovic, not sure why she's complaining the call. I think just because it was late, it was a clear foul. There's the contact. In question, there was a foul there. Substitutions for Ekaterinburg then. Just a couple of changes here before they get into the stretch, I'm sure. Coach Miguel Mendez talking it over with his staff. See Evangi Belikova come in. She replaces Alba Torrens. At the line, Christy Tolliver, 31-year-old from Harrisonburg, Virginia. She was one of those 8 players still on the lineup from the 2016 win. Tolliver, just 4 points here tonight though. Milovanovic hands it to Turner. Turner attacks the ring. Oh, it's rejected by Greiner. Moore in the open floor, goes behind the back. Defense has recovered well. Greiner collects it. Messman, low post. No one coming to double Messman. Scoop shot way short. Good defense from Jovanovic. Salvadores falls to the floor but recovers. Figvanecki. Jovanovic now to Turner. She'll try and create again. Turner finds Milovanovic. Big 3 though, didn't fall. And time ticking away. Not much happening on the scoreboard. Foul against Salvadores. Moore has to step along the sideline. Look at this one from Greiner. Wipe it away, the shot from Turner. Those two teammates in the WNBA this year, playing for the Phoenix Mercury. Tolliver, despite being, Turner, despite being 3 years older, was the rookie. Kreiner, a veteran in the WNBA. As Sanders has returned to action. Messman will take a blow. Here is Moore. Drawing a lot of attention. Loose pass goes to Belyakova. She finds Greiner. Greiner will turn. Can't get it. Belyakova tips the rebound back. Moore to Sanders. Oh, a little step from Sanders. Escapes the defender, but her jump shot doesn't go. And then Belyakova, I think, will be whistled for the foul. There's a couple of key things. Looking at the statistics in this game, you know, the rebounding battle. Not only the number of offensive rebounds for Ekaterinburg, 10-5, the way they lead that, but points from turnovers, you see there, 16-2, and second chance points as well, 12-2 in favor of the Russian team. Page, another long two. Can't get it to go, though, and no challenge on the glass whatsoever. I think at the other ends, there's always Greiner or Messman getting a hand on a loose ball, trying to keep possession alive. Moore cuts back door, slides in for the easy two, and a timeout here. Called by Sopron. Fegmanecki trying to deny. Moore, so experienced, cuts back door for the easy two.
Listen me. Listen me. When we play red, por favor. When we play red, we cannot play only one pass and pick and roll. Ball corner, go, set, cut, pick and roll. More dynamic. If we play opposite side, we win the screen, we can cut, we can screen again, we can go, we can play the ball screen. It's very easy for them because we are very static. Yes, and when you penetrate, put space in everybody, okay? Play with confidence.
We need no ducking. Go. Yes. Pick a roll. Yeah. Okay. No ducking. Yeah. It's okay. What do you? Okay. Go. Attack the paint. Okay, three. Attack the paint. Defensive. Okay, down three. 1, 2, 3.
Some famous spectators on the sideline. No, Kirilenko. And a good timeout from Coach Ingonet there. You know, he said he wants his team to be more dynamic. Doesn't want them offensively to just keep reversing, getting into that wing ball screen. Something we've touched on, you know, with this lineup. For Ekaterinburg so often they just switch that. No advantage created at all. Here is Turner coming off the screen. Can she find some room? She does and knocks it down. Great work out of the timeout. So often we see Sopron have that little spurt when they come out of the conversation with Coach Shingonev. But will it be enough? Moore doesn't get the three to go. And a chance to run. Salvadores hits Turner ahead. A quick 5-0 burst from Sopron then. This is what they need as we're going to hit 6 minutes. You see Coach Ingonet, one in the crowd, one in that momentum. They've got within 9 now. Moore draws a double team, kicks it, wide open look for three is good. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. Moore with the split between the double team finds wide open Belyakova on the perimeter. First points of the night for Belyakova. Milovanovic turns it over. Belyakova with the steal and finish after the momentum, the confidence from the three-point make. Belyakova, the steal and transition score, and it has stunned this arena here. They've gone silent. The Sopron fans, the noise you hear is from that little core of orange jerseys up in the corner from Ekaterinburg. 5 on the clock now. Milovanovic takes the three, just not the shot they're looking for. Moore hangs in the air and gets a tough finish to go. Maya Moore, First penetration found the open player. Second one with the score when no help came. 17 now for Moore. And after a rough start shooting the ball, 6 for 13 she is from the field. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Milanovic can't get it. Sanders with the rebound. Just sense the experience of Ekaterinburg, so crucial in this period now. They throw high to Greiner. Greiner finishes it. The lead growing and growing. Messman waiting to come back for Ekaterinburg. They might not even need her. Greiner moves to 14. Turner for 3, makes it. Much needed shot from Sopron. Turner moves to 15 now. Tolliver is able to use the clock though. Take away time. There's an offensive foul. Will be called against Beliakova. Forearm sticking out. Good defense from Salvadores. Yeah, good call. Pushed her away. Clear. Here is Turner firing the 3. It's that same play they've used. Salvadores just couldn't quite get there in time. Page. 2-7 Dakic. It's the same one. They're going to wait for Turner to go off the double screen on that far side. Foul was called before that. Torrens committed it. Only her first. Milanovic to Turner. She's got some room again. Back-to-back threes, Turner. A glimmer of hope, perhaps. 18 for her on the game now. A timeout called by Ekaterinburg. Still, they have a sizable lead, though. It is 65-53 here. Vonnie Turner doing all she can to keep her team in the game.
We need to score. We need to push the ball after rebound. We need to push the ball aggressive. Yeah? To drive the ball to the ring. Yeah? If we play in team 5-on-5, use love not only for BG. If BG is out, ducking, not ducking, and pick and roll. It's okay.
This time, if we can get rebound, we will recover the ball to running, yes? Okay. We play 3 minutes, yeah? We can use 3 fouls, eh? We can play fouls.
Approaching 3 minutes left in this game then as Tolliver brings it down against Turner. Now Tolliver off the screen from Greiner. Greiner rolling to the ring. Page switches onto her. Oh, Messman dances along the baseline. A beautiful pass from Moore over the top. And Messman finishes. All the eyes on Greiner. Messman, the master of moving away from the ball. Turner, long 2, misses everything. Torrens with the defensive rebound, and she'll push. Messman will take a quick one. I'm sure that was the best shot. She's had such a good game, you can't really knock her for believing it was going to go in. Salvador is rejected by Moore in line possession. Salvador is good push. Moore timed it well, didn't she? Page open on attack against Greiner. Steps past her, but again Greiner wipes out the shot. Sevendakic turns it over, looking for Page. Every question being asked by Sopron has the answer from Ekaterinburg now. First the block from Greiner, then the steal from Tolliver. Again, Greiner, a lot of room against Page one-on-one and gets the score. Brittany Greiner, 2 more for her tally. She moves to 16 on the game. Salvadores trying to find some room. Into the lane again. There's the threat of Greiner there, cleaning up on the inside. Helping that pick and roll defense. So good. 4 blocks for Greiner. Turned into a big game for her statistically. Milivanovic can't get it. Greiner collects her 9th rebound of the game. 16 points, 9 rebounds, 4 blocks for Greiner. Tolliver wide open. Misses though. Sevendakic grabs the rebound and now Salvadores will kick to Milivanovic. Another turnover. Page just gave it straight to Moore. And foul will go against Turner. Tolliver picked up by Moore. Time is just ticking away. The Sopron haven't been able to get that run. Chinganez, a frustrated man. Make sure the floor is cleaned before we... Okay. Torrens has taken her time. We are in the final minute. Moore to Messman. Messman back to Torrens for 3. Finally, Albert Torrens gets it to go. First field goal of the game for her. 5 points. Milivanovic hands it to Salvadores. Now she'll get it back. Trying to square up on Messman. Salvador is nowhere to go against the bigger Torrens. Finds Page. Page foot on the line. Can't get it. Salvador is good hustle. Looked like a foul. Didn't get the call though. And it goes the other way. Beglova brings it down. Torrens pulls it out. She will hold it. And this may well be everything. Sopron back off. And Ekaterinburg will dribble this one out for their 4th EuroLeague title. A good performance for them where their superstars stepped up. And you've got to say they are deserved victors. The crowd are up. The players rush the floor as UMMC Ekaterinburg will be crowned EuroLeague Women Champion once again. Brittany Greiner celebrates. The players delighted. And rightly so. The team that broke the 34-game win streak of Dynamo Kursk have taken the next step and won the final here against Sopron. They take the game 72-53. And they are delighted. Sopron played their part in an entertaining final. But the Cinderella story ends there. UMMC Ekaterinburg with the 72-53 victory over Sopron. The numbers, they paint the picture really. 51% from Ekaterinburg. Even when the offense went a little cold in that 3rd quarter, they scored just 11 points. They always had enough. Shared the ball so well. 23 assists as a team. And only 6 turnovers. Really efficient performance from them. And when they needed it, their stars, they stepped up in such a big-time way. Messman, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Tolliver shared the ball with the 7 assists as well. And And they had 0 points off the bench in the semi-final tonight. They had a lot more with 13 points. Ekaterinburg are the champions, regaining that title. They won in 2016. And their fans will be delighted. It is their second title in 3 years. And their third in 6 years. As they have come from second place finish in the regular season in Group B. They beat Praha 2-0 in the quarterfinals. They beat Dynamo Kursk in the semi-finals. And they've now defeated Sopron here to take the title. Sopron, I said, they played their part. What a magical season for them. They went further than everybody's expectations every step of the way. That second place finish in Group A. The 2-1 victory over Fenerbahce in the quarterfinals, where most people thought they would leave this competition. Then a great victory in the semi-finals on Friday before going down here to Ekaterinburg. Sopron was Yvonne Turner led the way, 21 points for her, 3 assists as well, 8 for 16 from the field. Elena Milovanovic, the star, with the game winner in the semi-final. The only other player in double figures. She had 13 points, but 5 of 16 from the field she was. Those two had little of the help as the defense of Ekaterinburg